is QTV News coming to you live from our studios on Caraba Avenue, and I am Jenna Basonko. Thanks for joining us here at the main news headlines. As part of the President's Delivery Forum meetings, the Minister and officials of the Works Ministry met President Barrow at the State House in Banjul on Wednesday. The National Measles Verification Committee was launched by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with WHO Banjul Office and the WHO Regional Office in Brazzaville. The Gambia Research and Education Network under the Ministry of Higher Education began a two-day stakeholders forum on Monday on the benefits of the Global Research and Education Network. After our visit in 2022, we again made an unannounced visit to the same market in the Greater Banjul area on Monday and found out it is still arguably the cleanest market in the Kanifing municipality. And in sports news, Gambia's national team footballers have begun arriving in Morocco ahead of Sunday's vital AFCON qualifier against Congo to be played in Marrakesh. Those were the main headlines, and now the news in detail. Do stay. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I am Jenna Basonko. Now, after receiving a delegation from the Ministry of Finance as part of the President's Delivery Forum meetings, officials of the Works Ministry, led by Minister Ibrahim Asila, met President Barrow at the State House in Banjul on Wednesday. They briefed the President on the Ministry's level of activity implementation, specifically on roads infrastructure projects. Aliu Sise has the rest of that.
At the center of the discussions with the President, which was also attended by Vice President Mohamed B. S. Jallow, were the activities implemented within the road infrastructure sector, plans for 2024 and beyond, and also the mobilization of funds to support the implementation of these activities. The Gambia government, under the leadership of President Barrow, is currently implementing several rural and urban road infrastructure projects to ease the movements of people and goods, thereby boosting the country's socio-economic development. After the meeting with the President, Ibrahim Asila, the Gambia's Minister for Works, Transport and Infrastructure, told reporters that the rural road constructions are progressing, and he is upbeat that most of the roads will be ready before the end of the year and early next year.
The Hakalang is currently over 70% progress and is asphalt. The new target is December 2023 or January 2024 for completion. The roads in Kaur area in the CRR North, Lot 2 of the North Bank as we call them, those ones are complete now. They are just doing the route lining now, and hopefully by the 30th of October, by the 30th of September or the 4th of October, we will finally inaugurate that road links in the CRR.
Minister Silla admits there are challenges with regards to the 50-kilometer urban roads, which are part of the wider OIC road projects earmarked for the hosting of the OIC summit. Nonetheless, he said new measures have been put in place to ensure that the work on the 20 urban roads is speeded up.
The battle hardening is at an advanced stage now. The progress of work from the first phase of the project, which is from the airport junction to Senegambia, is almost about 60% and 67% so far. We have seen also that the contractor has started mobilizing at the Kairaba Avenue traffic light, where we are going to put an overpass there. They have also done most of the culverts on the second phase of the project. So we are really happy that the works are progressing well. Where we have challenges, we have discussed, we have briefed His Excellency the President, and those challenges are going to be really tackled head-on immediately after the rains.
Suleiman Suare, Deputy Managing Director of the National Roads Authority, observed that many roads required maintenance and promised that his office will embark on this work after the rainy season.
As we all know, a lot of the roads have actually suffered tremendously due to heavy rains that we incurred over the past months. So we'll be embarking on some road maintenance programs over the next few months, especially when it dries up, when we can actually get down in there and cut the roads out and fix them quickly.
With financing at the core of projects implementation, Minister Silla reveals that the Finance Minister, who was also present at the meeting, has recommitted himself to working with his ministry to see the fulfillment of the agenda and vision of the president to deliver high-quality infrastructure to the Gambian people. Over the course of the delivery forum meetings, the president will have similar engagements with all ministries. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cissé.
The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the World Health Organization Banjul Office and the WHO Regional Office in Brazzaville, launched the National Measles Verification Committee aimed at enhancing the health and well-being of Gambian children. Lena Iyegwinyiba has more.
Measles and rubella, highly contagious viral diseases, continue to pose a significant threat to children's life worldwide, despite the existence of a safe and effective vaccine. Despite the Gambia's initiation of the measles-rubella vaccination campaign in 2016, there is still a pressing need to expand vaccination coverage. The National Measles Verification Committee comprised experts from the Ministry of Health. Their primary mandate is to gather, review and analyze the data to monitor the progress towards the elimination of measles and rubella. Dr. Balcha Masresha, coordinator of measles and rubella elimination in the WHO African region, emphasized the importance of the forum.
The workshop is supposed to help the committee members understand the broader concept of measles and rubella elimination in the world and in the African region, and then get some details about what is happening in the Gambia, and based on that to help the country put together the necessary progress documentation that will be part of the verification exercise. We expect verification to occur at a future date, but we are just setting the baseline and documenting progress at this stage.
Dr. Desta Trune is the WHO country representative.
We have already reported 160 suspected measles cases, and out of these, 19 were laboratory confirmed as measles. So it shows you that there is transmission that's going on, there is immunization gap. Alarming outbreaks have been recorded in 4 regions in the past 2 years, including Western Region 1 and Western Region 2, which are densely populated, which account for 60% of our coverage. This highlights the urgency of our efforts to improve measles vaccination rates and strengthen our surveillance systems. To address this challenge, we must reiterate our commitment to the global and regional level goals of measles elimination.
Over the next 2 days, participants will engage in discussions covering a range of topics, including routine immunization performance in the Gambia and the verification of measles and rubella elimination, among other critical subjects. Dr. Momodou Nyasi, Deputy Director of Health Services, expressed optimism that the forum will enhance the country's delivery of quality healthcare services.
Today's training provides us with a valuable opportunity to share knowledge, exchange ideas, and collaborate on strategies that will further enhance our ability to deliver high-quality healthcare services. I encourage all of you to actively participate in the discussion, ask questions, and share your insights. Each perspective and contribution is valuable as we work to get towards our common goal of creating a healthier future for all.
The National Measles Verification Committee's mission is to support the WHO in documenting progress towards measles elimination. The committee will provide guidance on data collection, analysis, validation, and reporting to the Regional Verification Committee. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Iyegwinyiba.
From that, the Gambia Research and Education Network, under the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, began a 2-day stakeholders forum on Monday on the benefits of the Global Research and Education Network. Loli M. Kamara attended and she fastened this report.
The objective of the convergence is to update stakeholders from the various government ministries and agencies in the education sector on the role and objective of Gambian and discuss a way forward. Professor Per Gomez, the Gambia's Minister of Higher Education, said this Gambian project manifests that the government, with support from partners, is on track to improve advanced research, adding that the project also intends to interconnect researchers and resources of research institutions in the country.
In the Gambia, The need to leverage these opportunities cannot be overstated, as currently most of our education, research institutions and communities are yet to fully integrate ICTs in collaborative research, teaching, learning, knowledge, sharing, and innovation.
The West and Central African Research and Education Network, WACREN, aims to provide world-class infrastructure and services for the West and Central African research and education community for development. Dr. Babukar Bari is the Chief Executive Officer of WACREN.
Research and education networks are all about collaboration, sharing resources, sharing experience, sharing knowledge. And you cannot share if there is no trust among the stakeholders. That's why we think that it is very, very important that stakeholders of research and education networks come together, share their thoughts, and decide together on how to build their institution, their organization, how to govern it, and the rules, to get into it and how it will work in future.
Abdul Karim Jallo, Director General of Gambia ICT Agency, and Aliou Ba, the representative from the World Bank, both applauded the Higher Education Ministry for this achievement in the education sector.
With the creation of the first ever ICT agency in the Gambia, which is going to be responsible for all ICT systems across government, and also to help institutions to develop very good, robust, and reliable ICT systems, I think will be a catalyst in helping and supporting the Gambia's research and education network in order to create systems and facilities that will support the education, teaching, and learning across our country.
In this digital age, when very soon almost every adult in Africa, and in the Gambia included, will carry around a multimedia connecting device connected to the internet, it will be natural that governments, their development partners, and the private sector would explore how this revolution can address some of the challenges of education in our countries, most especially the Gambia.
The forum comes after Gambians' application to join the West and Central African Research and Education Network, WACREN, was accepted. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
From that story by Lolly M. Kamara, we'll now go for a commercial break. And when we come back, we have some more local and sports news. Do stay with us.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
In today's fast-paced digital world, staying ahead of the competition requires the latest technologies and skills. That's where QIT comes in. Our programs include Certificate in IT, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Microsoft Office Applications, Cisco A+, Graphics Design, Database Administration, Systems Administration, HRM, Business Management, and Marketing. We have a range of internationally certified online courses. Our special weekend classes provide the flexibility you need as a working professional. We offer specialized IT training to corporate institutions at our state-of-the-art conference room or at a location of your choice. Our affordable facilities are also available for rental with free and fast internet. Call us at 3100918 or 3800-918 to start your journey today. QIT, turning your potential into credentials.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I am Jenna Busonko. Now, in the course of our work, QTV has visited most, if not all, markets within the Greater Banjul area, and the Bakau market is arguably the cleanest we have ever visited thus far. Almost a year on from our previous visit, Julden Jai made an unannounced visit and engaged the market authorities and vendors about how they have been able to maintain and clean an environment. And this is her report.
Markets are important places in our lives. Many of us who don't buy processed food get our food from the markets, and yet many markets we visit sell foods in unsanitary conditions, particularly in the rainy season. Having twice visited and been impressed by conditions at the Bakau market, we went to assess whether they have been keeping up those high standards, especially during the rainy season. As the market manager, Babukar Thomas manages the day-to-day activities of the market. He explains the secret behind the cleanliness of the market.
We do sensitize the vendors, stressing the importance of cleanliness and hygienicness. So based on that, after selling, they themselves will clean their own space before our cleaners come. We return the ownership to the people, show them that this is your market, this is yours, so take care of it.
Alaji Sanyang, vendor and advisor of the market authorities, and Naba Dabo, a vendor, give the vendors perspective on how they manage to keep the market clean.
We, the market vendors, sat together and agreed among ourselves that on a daily basis, each of us will clean their area before leaving. And if any vendor is found wanting, he or she will be asked to pay a fine of $100 before they are allowed to sell at the market.
This place is our farm, our livelihood and benefit. So when we keep it clean, we are doing it for ourselves, not for anyone else. This place belongs to us, not the president or anyone else. Therefore, we always ensure it is clean.
Mr. Sanyang urged the authorities in other markets to emulate the Bakau market. He also calls for closer collaboration among market authorities to ensure all the markets in the Gambia are clean and safe. Although the market is clean and hygienic, the Bakau market vendors tell us it is not without challenges.
The first challenge we have is lack of water and electricity. This staff has had no water for the past 3 months. We also need more security personnel. These are some of the things we would like addressed.
The challenge we have is about low sales. All the goods are expensive and business is slow. That is our biggest challenge.
In response to some of these concerns, Mr. Thomas, the market manager, says they've written to the management regarding the water and electricity problems and says he's optimistic that these will be solved soon. Not only the vendors face challenges in maintaining this status, as Mr. Thomas, the Bakau market manager, highlights.
Every ward have his own trucks that would collect, the refuse. But normally what they do, compounds surrounding the markets, they do normally capitalize on the market to come and dump their waste.
According to the World Health Organization, more than 200 diseases are caused by the consumption of food contaminated by bacteria, viruses, parasites, or chemical substances such as heavy metals. This has a significant impact on public health in the African region, accounting for more than 91 million cases of illness and 137,000 deaths per year. For the sake of our health and hygiene, other markets from around the Gambia could learn from the Bakau market. For QTV News, I am Julden Jai.
Now, congratulations to the Bakau market and hoping that other markets will emulate. Now, farmers in the Fulodi East district in URR express optimism for the prospects of a better harvest this farming year compared to the previous year. Our reporter Alaji A.F. Jallo spoke to them and he found us in report.
During this time of the year, farmers in URR are busy weeding their groundnut, maize and coarse farms and applying fertilizers, hoping for a productive harvest. Idrissa Cham, a young farmer in Giroba village, shared farming is the best way to combat food insecurity.
We benefit from our farm products, especially corns and millet. This is what we daily eat, as cherry, chakri, and other kind of things. So every year we harvest about 20-something bag of corns, 30-something bag of corn sometimes, sometimes up to 40. Millet, the same thing. When you go to the ground side, about how they used to say donkey, 30 donkey, 25 donkey a year. So it helps a lot in family issue. Especially today, the prices of the market is getting high. If you are a farmer, it helps you a lot.
Ibrahim Sise, a groundnut farmer, is optimistic of a good yield, while Aissatou Jallow, also a farmer, calls on government and other relevant institutions to empower women farmers who constitute the greater percentage of farmers in the Gambia.
Okay, kawani doni demal gerte ngal ko mareme katon hono like hono roni gerte inama weli seda kono mi andi gono gasa.
Cultivating groundnut is a must. Last year the groundnut season was good, but this year will be better. We are expecting a bumper harvest because the last farming season was good. Many farmers have ventured into groundnut cultivation this year. Groundnut has many benefits. It could be processed to oil, groundnut paste, biscuits, soap, and many other products. Even the groundnut shell is useful. We are ready to continue on groundnut production to fight against hunger. However, we are faced with poor soil fertility. Presently, the soil is completely infertile, so we need fertilizer for crops to produce a good yield.
Kalan dula ko natuda nder Gambia sa nati ko rebe burre tatade ndungu rem go worbe so ko rem go ko gerte ko rebe so ko rem go ko gadin ko rebe so ko rem go ko ngawri ko rebe.
Anywhere you visit in this country, you will find women either in their farms or gardens, cultivating and producing agricultural products all year round. Women struggle so much in agricultural sector to make ends meet and make money to pay their children's school fees. This is why, when the rain falls, we waste no time in beginning our farming activities. Soil fertility is critical for the development of plants and influences their yield, as fertile fields are a greater asset to farmers. But improper agricultural management can lead to land depletion, according to the farmers in the region. These farmers are now appealing to government to subsidize the cost of fertilizer for affordability to improve crop yield. Reporting for QTV News, I am Alaji A.F. Jallow.
From that story by Alaji A.F. Jallow on farming prospects, we will now take a look at what is happening in the world of sports. Now, Gambia's national team footballers have begun arriving in Morocco ahead of Sunday's vital AFCON qualifier against Congo to be played in Marrakesh. Mamadou Gajaga, our sports reporter, has been monitoring and he now reports.
At least 20 Gambian players have arrived in Marrakesh, Morocco for the crucial AFCON qualifier for Côte d'Ivoire 2023. According to the GFF media, the three yet to arrive, Moussa Barrow, Mohamed Badamoussi and Abdoulaye Jallow, are expected to join the rest of the squad later on Wednesday and Thursday. Yankuba Minte, Abdoulaye Sanyang and Ali Sow have all returned to the squad after missing the previous qualifier against South Sudan in June. Aliou Fadera, whose gang side has clinched a place in the Europa Conference League, is in the squad. The players appear to be in good shape and in good spirits ahead of Sunday's match against Congo. Former Gambia coach Paul Putt has taken over as coach of the Congo squad. With 9 points, Gambia must avoid defeat to advance to their second consecutive AFCON final, while Congo, currently on 6 points, must win to return to Africa's biggest football extravaganza for the first time since 2015. Mali have already booked their place from this group, while South Sudan, with 3 points, cannot qualify. The match between Gambia and Congo is scheduled for Sunday, 10th September 2023. Despite being a home game, it will be played away due to CAF suspension imposed on the Independence Stadium for failing to meet acceptable international requirements. Mamadou Gajaga, QTV News.
Now, good luck to our Scorpions. Before we end this news bulletin, let's take a look at our main headlines. As part of President's Delivery Forum meetings, the minister and officials of the Works Ministry met President Barrow at the State House in Banjul on Wednesday. The National Measles Verification Committee was launched by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with WHO Banjul Office and the WHO Regional Office in Brazzaville. The Gambia Research and Education Network under the Ministry of Higher Education began a 2-day stakeholders forum on Monday on the benefits of the Global Research and Education Network. After our visit in 2022, we again made an unannounced visit to the Bakau market on Monday and found out that it is still arguably the cleanest market in the Kanifing municipality. And in sports news, Gambia's national team footballers have begun arriving in Morocco ahead of Sunday's vital AFCON qualifier against Congo to be played in Marrakesh. Well, that is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin, and do not forget to tune in for Youth Dialogue. Thanks for watching.